Let's just say this video didn't paint Nicholas in a good light. Conversations taken in between nations and painting dream between the group and Uber driver have a lot in his favor. Since he was drunk underage, he was bisexual, bigoted, muscular, in fact that dream, a fully grown man, basically had blackmailed this 19-year-old, and finally, just the straight up fact that dream was not well liked. Internet gave him a pass, and dream was basically crucified for that. Internet rallied together to make him a trade for the behavior, making memes, movies, and animation with basically trying to prevent his communication. Mainly with inappropriate confrontation with people period. That's a topic for another day. Dream, now humiliated by the internet, and you that you're stepping away from Twitter. I think they're trying to come home.
You about the Egyptian kingdoms. Around 1507 BC, Music was among the few female pharaohs who ruled Egypt, probably the most famously known. So how and why did she become king? When Thutmose II died, his son Thutmose III was set to rule, but leaving too young to make any declarations, Hatshepsut declared herself pharaoh in both regions. During this time, Egyptians were very set on idealistic images of their kings. So how is a female king supposed to be shown? Male pharaohs can be easily recognizable in art for their power stances, angular features, and nude torsos, while the women or wives wear restrictive clothing that are somewhat revealing. From the beginning of her reign, Hatshepsut was depicted with the features of the usual pharaoh, such as the ceremonial beard, cuirass, and royal attire. She also adorned masculine features, and although she looked masculine, Hatshepsut did not hide the fact that she was a woman. Even by just reading her name, Egyptians could tell who she was because her name was feminine. It was found that Hatshepsut had a positive attitude towards change and focused greatly on the artwork and decoration around her. As I shared the truth, a religious in her temple showed Hatshepsut's birth cycle. His artwork was unlike anything usually seen in the first third century history. Her most famous archaeological achievement was the Deir al-Balah, a temple dedicated to the god Amun. It is also the burial place of many pharaohs, including Thutmose I, II, and III. Hatshepsut's reign ended after 21 years, which made her the longest reigning female pharaoh. Mummified, archaeologists and researchers were unsure if she had been found. Years after her death, the Shepsute statue and other memorials began being destroyed. No one knows who tried to remove the evidence of Google, but some think it was her nephew Thomas. Was he angry, or did others want to erase that there was a woman as king? His attempts were futile because, as we can see, thousands of years later, Shepsute's memory and adoption are still alive.
It's pretty scary when your heart is towed, and it's scarier in a place that you don't know. Me and my mom were to a place that we didn't know. We were in the Bahamas, and there was no sign, and a different car parked right behind where we were. And we went to Houston and came back to an empty spot. We ended up getting pointed into the direction of the police station, which was right across the street. And they told my crying mom that it was going to be $100 and that it had been towed. And I guess I was in reverse mom every remote or something because one of them laughed at us. And while I did remind him that having a time is privilege and not a right, because officer, I guess I gave enough of a glare that he realized he was making fun of us and he left us alone. Finally, they tell us where to get the car back, but there was a problem. First, they brought us over to a sketchy looking tow truck that looked like it had about 3 miles of life left on it. Second, they wanted us to have a stranger drive us somewhere. And with the size of the island, which is small enough that, according to several different people, if you were born there, dating was risky. No, I won't be further explaining that. Figure it out. But these guys knew we weren't from there because everyone knew each other. That is what I'm getting. The third issue was, according to a local, birth women were the most frequently targeted for unsavory reasons. Yeah, I was less than these. Thankfully, a local woman who had also been towed came with us on the ride, and my mom asked about the signs, and I'll be honest, I was kind of curious too. Well, he tells us that they stopped replacing them because people kept stealing them, and that we by the it looks like the kind of place your free trial online would be violently excited. That's when they tell us that they don't take cards, despite having been endlessly told not to carry cash. Now, the only thing keeping me from Will Smith and his Chris Rock is that there is three men there, no other placebo option in any contact, and three dudes who knew that we could not forgive. One of them tried to flirt with me. The other one treated me and my mom like idiots. And then, after we were told that we could go to the bank to get some cash, we went to the car. We hear one of them say that he wants to go with us. I don't know why he can't go with the wife. We feel furious yelling, which honestly helps. Some boss man yelling at me over a perfect example of an incident. We pull up and we try to get start with each other, but that's not really what happened. And my mom says, I'm not parking in a handicap spot. And he asks, why not? Your dog will be in the car. We locked him in the car. We withdrew the money just in time because Baker locked the door behind us. When we get back in the car, pay him, drop him off, and leave. And as we were driving back, we watched three people run red kit. Two motorcycle cops were two planes, both getting people off. Every time I travel home, I'm reminded that factors are universal and there's a critical no zip code.
Do you believe in ghosts or spirits? Because I do. I've had several paranormal experiences throughout my life, more specifically through my childhood. But one of the most memorable details about when this would happen is that I would never feel scared. It always felt familiar and sort of ominous when I was doing a story. Like when you're on a walk, you can just see a deer from afar, and both you all just stop and acknowledge each other for a second before it runs away. Now, the most crucial part of the story does happen somewhat early on in my life, and no, I don't remember. I was not conscious yet, but my parents do, and that is the only reason I know of this. On my 11th birthday, I woke up at 7 a.m. My dad sang me happy birthday and surprised me with a Pop Tart with a candle sticking up from it. When I was ready to go to school and my dad would shut us from work, I went outside to go heat up the car. While he was away, I saw a very tall figure in the hallway. I'm talking 7 feet. I wasn't scared, but I couldn't really move. I kind of just stared for a while. On the way out, I looked back at the hallway and the figure was gone. I told my dad about the incident in the car. He seemed kind of skeptical, but amused. After school, I had a softball game. And after the game, I remember chilling with my dad in the trunk of his car, and out of nowhere, he asked, "Do you believe in ghosts?" And I told him I'm not sure. He explained to me that when I was little, he would catch me talking to a man over the baby monitor, but there was never anybody there. Little did I know that person behind this voice had stood by my side. My dad had a photograph in his hands. He flipped it around to show me. This is my grandfather. Is this who you saw earlier? And sure enough, when I saw the black and white picture of a man with short black hair and a button down, standing at almost 7 feet, didn't feel like I was seeing him for the first time. I know who this man is, and after seeing that picture, everything just made sense.
Somewhere out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, 200 miles northeast of Challenger, is a small tropical island, the island of Eat by better Ferdinand Bell. Nowadays known as Guam, the island is a popular vacation destination. The days are hot and humid, the nights cool and peaceful. The 2nd of April, 1672, the prince and his servant forced their way into Alaga's home. The chief's newborn daughter stolen away from still water, whirling happening in the black street waters. The chief believed it started on food. Chief McCullum was baptized as Spanish missionary Diego Luis. Plenty of Chihuahuas happily developed. For many, the image of the Spanish missionary power after years of disrespect. Children and elders. Resistance, missionaries were getting so desperate to sign the Torah, improving the life of Christianity. He sealed his own fate, as well as the fate of the Philippines. The two would die that night by the hands of the enraged chief Matata, his associate Toral, which set forth the domino effect that would lead to the horrific subjugation of the Chora people.
In 2018, I played Last of Us for the first time, and I found out that they were going to release a second game in February 2020. As I got closer to release, they were really hyping up the game with a lot of trailers and gameplay. The internet was freaking out, but eventually COVID had affected everything, and in October 2019, they delayed the game to May 2020. And then they kept on repeatedly delaying the game until they indefinitely delayed it. And then after they announced the indefinite delay, gameplay leaks were spreading throughout the internet. These leaks did not follow the story the trailers were shown at all. They had replaced a main character's model with other characters to make it look like they would be alive the whole game. And throughout the next few days, tons of leaks were being posted everywhere. You couldn't avoid them. And then there were rumors about the entire plot being leaked on 4chan, who was a complete mess. On April 27th, 2020, the biggest leak came out. It was leaked that the main character of the game was going to be killed in the first hour. This created so much hate online towards this game. What's the point of playing a game where they kill off a loved character in such a horrible way? On the same day, to distract people from the leaks, they had finally announced the official release date as June 19th, 2020. But the leaks didn't stop. The first 3 hours of the game were leaked, which included entire cutscenes. 2 days before release, the game's ending was leaked altogether. All these spoilers ruined the game for a lot of fans, and the game developers were receiving so much backlash. I've never seen a game receive so much hate before. I hadn't seen any of the leaks yet, and I wanted to ignore all the hate until one day I was watching the PlayStation State of Play, and someone had spoiled the main character's death in the comments. I had to just act like I didn't see it. But finally, on June 19th, 2020, I played the game and the leaks were all true. They killed a very special character within the first hour of the game. Keep in mind, they were the protagonist of the first game, and they were a very loved character. And to add to that, they made you play as the character that even killed them. After that, I had to just love it out and finish the game. It was still a great game anyway.
Well, yeah, phew.
So this took place maybe about 4 or 5 years back at a friend's house. We spent the day just hanging out and catching up and whatnot. Preface this scenario, his friend's house was connected to a busy street. But to actually get to his house, you had to go through a pretty wooded area. And there were other houses in close vicinity. His was rather secluded. The driveway was connected to a very long hill with minimal to no light. So when nighttime hit, it looked like something straight out of a horror film. We stayed there pretty much the whole day. Around maybe midnight is when one of my friends and I decided to call the place to head out. The driveway was full, so we had to park at the top of the hill to get to our cars, which meant we had to walk for a bit. As I said before, it's very late and very dark and scary. I'm already a little on edge. We're walking and talking about God knows what. Out of nowhere, I hear one of the most terrifying whispers.
Not how you like it.
Now, in my head, I'm in immediate denial, saying to myself, "Nah, tripping, just hearing things." But just to be sure, I looked at my friend and confirmed, and when I did, he was looking in the direction of the sound that he had just. Now, to this day, we still do not know who or what made this noise. I was not trying to stick around and find out. You know, they say the black guy always dies first in horror films. That wasn't happening in this one. So without a word, I took off straight into my car. My friend followed suit. He said that I led him to die, but in reality, I just had a bit more face, so we saw it that way. Nonetheless, we both made it out alive and have a funny story to look back on for years to come.
No, you lost her fat. Oh, cute.
Guardian of the sun.
Detective, this is a crime scene. You're the worst cop ever, huh? Shut up and mobilize you mega blocks instead of Lego. Bro, now this is that water. Vodka. All your stuff, vinegar. What is vinegar? Plus, the building's on fire. Like, hey, you know the same shit. Know what? You ain't from my planet, we don't speak the same language. Just in case. I feel good in
Well, everybody knows. Give comes out, not the extra. Not a more give comes. When he drinks out, he moves down. Not a full of days. Take over my city and that pretty on your page. All my homies, when we get him, if you know vacation. They ain't on my face, but they wait. Stop, wait, wait, please stay. Yeah, I feel like but anything class will be being packaged. Yeah, and money to be packaged. Otherwise, you become sanction. Minimum sanction. No, you ain't from a planet, we don't speak the same language. It's the conviction.
And saw no one to noticed the basket on the table and took a closer look. Like it discovered a baby dog. It looked like a little burrito. My heart beat eagerly as I gazed upon the cuteness of this little dog. I take a closer look at the collar on his neck. Your name is Spunky. You poor thing. What can I do? Hmm. Hmm. Should I keep him or not? Take care of him? Take him to an animal shelter? What to do? What to do? Maybe it was the sparkle in his eyes.
That too was all I needed to be convinced to keep him. From that day forth, he became a new addition to the family. Came into it. It was special. He made your experience.
There's nothing really there.
The feedback from the control system.
I don't need more than one night or pause. It's really true. True.
Oh, bitch. You said this shit to literally everyone we meet. You ever get tired of it?
Yeah, very kind thought. You are most. Why shouldn't I love them? Plus, you shouldn't use words like my little ears are scared now. Plus, I have a tummy ache now from you saying that.
I'm trying to do it. I'm so much better now. Ever see that? These joke things that I've been doing all day. I'm always associated with those things. Never changing. Thank you for the attention.
No, that's
Can you stop being so negative, okay? The only reason everyone loves me is because I'm so awesome and my paws are so soft and I'm really sweet. And if I wasn't, then you probably wouldn't think that we're so much better than everyone else because I wouldn't be so popular because nobody would even care who I am. So maybe just cut all the bull crap. It's really ticking me off and my tail is even crying. I mean, pause.
I don't want anybody else to be better than everyone else. Okay.
Yeah, you can very well and what's next? You have to do this.
forget. I need to write a note to be ahead of the curve on fidget spinner archival too.
Mine, I think I'm fucking sick because I'm having. It was my favorite.
You a twisted flipping sniggle. I don't see what any of this has to do with me wanting to talk to my new friend here. Nancy, writing and laughing and singing and patting around yarn mostly. Oh, and I love apps. YouTube is one of my favorite apps, and Angry Birds is also one of my favorite apps.
Noted. Trust me, this is all influenced by William S. Burroughs somehow.
I'm influenced by one, both influence you.
You ever tried seeing the world from your own perspective? Have you ever attempted looking through your own eyes? Have you ever considered thinking with your own brain?
Need to prove how silly this all is, or you're gonna mope around forever.
Life is so much better when you have nothing to prove. I can't sleep when I have something to prove. But do my art, it becomes better.
The friends always talk, and you can even send them emojis.
I miss my old best friend who understood me so well and helped me be myself, who made fun of me when I was being stupid and kept me safe when I was being stupid, even as she spiraled out of control and hurt everybody else around her and did evil things to vulnerable people. She never tried to hurt me, and she was my best friend, and I kept her with my life many minutes after laughing hysterically with her, and I can never stop missing her, and it makes me feel like a whole person because she's a whole person.
Maybe it's time to seek out a professional.
Sometimes you can vegetate with it, or make that knowledge shape by
Everything's okay in silly world, is what I always like to say. Yes.
Well, facing that absurdity is what all this is about. And helping myself to fight it, being somebody to fight it, because looking out for me so well, tearing myself apart in front of everybody and painting with the blood, listening to the little part of my brain telling me that if I get worse, then I'll be more interesting. When I want to die, it creates value for you because I've never seen somebody want to die in the precise way that I want to die. Honesty is valuable. Even self-confessions. We see artists break down into all sorts of things. Not this, and so it's unique and experimental and thus valuable. And I even wrote a whole proposal about it and turned it into my professor and everything. And everybody thought it was a good idea, so you should keep listening to what I'm saying because you're engaging with me, which is also valuable. I like art school because I get rewarded with good grades for being severely mentally ill, and somehow it's prepare me for finding an employer. And so I'm actually glad I greeted you, and so I'm sorry that you had to see me being such a weirdo. It's hard, and that's what I have to do, and this is how I've chosen to make money, so I need to do it, even if sometimes it makes me uncomfortable and I feel gross and terrified by the parts of myself that are accessible to anybody with an internet connection. It's hard, and it's how I've chosen to make money, so I need to do it. My internet presence matters more than my feelings. This video will outlive them, and I am more valuable as a durable product than as a perspective from which to view existence. My experience is not valuable, but as an experience, I become valuable. Why are we all like this? Our urges have made us the strangest virus. Our thoughts are irrelevant. We need to be loud and strange to appease the market and the algorithm. Our rationality has given us our landscape. If we are forced to exist in trauma, it is all we can be. On a circle of stools, we stand together. telling each other jokes until we laughed hard enough to fall into the embrace of our shoelaces.
Çok farklı stilleri. Kendime istiyorum aslında dağıttı. Umarım açtım bunu.
It's better when we join pictures. What if instead of Master Hand and Crazy Hand from Super Smash Brother, you drew Master Pot and Crazy Pot, but instead of fighting, they were in love, and they had little talkies too.
If there's a camera.